Hey there, have you heard about the crustacean acid metabolism?
No. What's that?
Okay, fine, it's a big word, right? Then what about CAM photosynthesis?
Again, you just confuse me.
No worries, let me carry through the CAM pathway.
Sounds good. So, what's photosynthesis?
What is CAM photosynthesis? Crustacean acid metabolism, also known as CAM photosynthesis, is a carbon fixation pathway that evolved in some plants as an adaptation to arid conditions that follows a plant to photosynthesis during the day, but only exchange gases at night.
Wait a second. Some plants?
Yes, this is evolved in some plants who are adapted to dry environments such as cacti, orchids, and pineapple.
Why some plants use photosynthetic pathway?
Because they want to minimize photorespiration and save water. Seems like you're still confused. Let me explain the whole mechanism.
Yeah, a bit. Can you tell me how does CAM happen?
Okay, let's see. Instead of separating the light-dependent reactions and the use of carbon dioxide in the Calvin cycle in space, CAM plants separate these processes in time during the night and during the day. During the night, its stomata open, allowing carbon dioxide to enter and be fixed at organic acids by PEP reaction similar to the C4 pathway. The resulting organic acids are stored in vacuoles for the later use, as the Calvin cycle cannot operate without ATP and NADPH, products of light-dependent reaction, and do not take place at night. During the night time, stomata has opened and carbon dioxide gas comes through the stomata. PEP carboxylase enzyme stimulates carbon dioxide and PEP to convert to pyruvate and oxaloacetate. After that, oxaloacetate converts to malate, and meanwhile NADH converts to NAD+. The malate is inserted to vacuole and it converts to malic acid. Starch inside the chloroplast converts to triospirate, and those triospirate converts to PEP inside the plasma. During the daytime, the stomata close to conserve water, and the carbon dioxide storing organic acids are released from the vacuoles of the mesophyll cells. When malate converted to pyruvate, which enters into the Calvin cycle so that photosynthesis may take place. Malic acid inside the vacuole turns to malate, and malate converts to pyruvate inside the chloroplast. Meanwhile, carbon dioxide gas is released and it goes for the Calvin-Benson cycle, and while malate is converting to pyruvate, NAD plus turns to NADH. After that, starch is manufactured as the result of Calvin-Benson cycle and pyruvate. Now you know why and how does this mechanism take place in succulent plants.
Wait a second. What did you say?
It's a new word, right? I guess you want some clarification about succulent plants. Succulent plants is an any plant with thick fleshy tissues adapted to water storage.
These plants are amazing. Can you further explain me how do we identify CAM plants?
Since CAM means adaptation to arid conditions, plants display xerophytic characteristics such as thick, reduced leaves with a low surface area to volume ratio, thick cuticle, and stomata sunken into pits. Some shed their leaves during the dry season and some store water in vacuoles.
Mother Nature is indeed interesting, right? So, are there any advantages and disadvantages related to this process?
Why not? Let's take a look at its advantages and disadvantages. Advantages are the ability to leave most leaves stomata closed during the day. Therefore, the CAM mechanism enables plants to improve water use efficiency, helps to reduce the water loss, and ability to grow and survive in dry environmental conditions. Disadvantages are often have low photosynthetic capacity, slow growth, and low competitive abilities.
Wow, what an interesting process this is. I'll never forget about CAM photosynthesis. Thank you so much for the nice explanation.
You're welcome. So this is us, zooming out. Hope you all understand. Tune in next time for the more interesting facts.
Bye bye.